Welcome to the Convenient Solution. In this channel we provide ignou assignment solution which are also helpful in your exam preparation. If my videos are helpful to you, please like and subscribe to my channel. Question: critically examine the role of pressure groups in modern political systems. Answer: group activity is a feature of every democracy and, indeed, of many authoritarian states as well. Although pressure groups have existed for long and will continue to do so into the foreseeable future, it is difficult to assess their role in a democracy. This is because of the multiplicity and diversity of pressure groups. There are simply too many of them and they vary in terms of their aims, composition and method. Some engage in continuous political activity while others do so intermittently or vanish after accomplishing their objective. Given this, the generalized comments we make here do not apply to all pressure groups in all circumstances. For those who take a positive view of pressure group activity, these groups enhance our democracy and have an important role in the political processes. Pressure groups enable individuals to associate with one another and voice their interests and grievances, which are essential rights in any democracy. Their activities give representation and voice to the minorities or the disadvantaged sections of the society who are not adequately represented in the government. For instance, women, ethnic minorities, gays, transgenders that are inadequately represented by political parties find opportunity to express any resentment about their treatments and to suggest ideas that would help overcome obstacles that prevent them from fulfilling their potential. Pressure group activity also encourages wider participation in decision-making process. Ordinary individuals participate in political life only during election time. Elections which are held once in 4 or 5 years may not allow voters to express a preference on individual issue. Pressure groups give an opportunity to individuals be politically active and to make a contribution to the working of democracy between elections. Pressure groups act as a link between the people and the government, a useful intermediary between the electors and those whom they elect, allowing a variety of views to be expressed. They counter the monopoly of the political process by political parties. As one political scientist put it, the views which pressure groups convey are legitimate interests. Modern democracy would not exist without pressure groups. As a channel of representation, they are as legitimate as the ballot box. They can mediate between the government and the governed. Pressure groups often provide specialist information to the government and often help in the implementation of policy. Some of the well-organized pressure groups often participate in official consultative committees, advisory groups and commissions. Most governments rely on these groups for advice, information, specialist expertise and help in implementing policies. Pressure groups thus contribute in the formation, shaping and implementation of public policies. Finally, activities of pressure groups make the public at large better informed about public policies. These activities keep political system and government more responsive to the aspiration and demands of the people. However, there are critics who argue that pressure groups can endanger and weaken the democratic process. They argue that relatively small unelected groups of individuals, instead of elected representatives, are able to influence policies and laws. Marxist and elitist theorists, for instance, argue that politics is always dominated by a small number of people. According to Marxist scholars, pressure groups reflect the prevailing power structure of the system in which few leaders from the capitalist class always control and dominate these pressure groups. This class-based nature of pressure groups ensures the system in favor of the powerful and wealthy class while leaving less for the weaker majority. On the other hand, elitist theorists explain pressure groups in terms of what Robert Michels called the iron law of oligarchy, which claim that minorities, oft called oligarchs, always rule these organizations. According to them, majority of the masses, particularly from weaker section of the society, are largely unorganized. Therefore, they are unlikely to emerge as leaders of pressure groups, because they neither have the resources nor the power to fight in the political battle against the powerful. Thanks for watching.